Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, thank you for stopping by and please consider subscribing by clicking the subscribe button down below. In these days when the most lucky of us are working from home, I think it's a very good time to reflect upon many things, and I actually was wondering whether I should post, what should I post actually? Should I post more of my travel diaries because I have so much content still not published? So my trip to Vietnam and to Bangkok and to Tashkent and to Almaty and Malaga and Cyprus and all that stuff, or I should do some sort of like stay-at-home content. And I decided that I will do neither specifically, and I will just mix things because I really don't want to do something that I'm not comfortable with and something that I don't want to watch. And honestly, without offense to anyone else, the content about staying in the lockdown is something that I don't really want to watch. So I don't tend to click on the videos about staying at home, working from home, like being in the lockdown, being in isolation, my first week and whatever. It's just not something that I'm interested in right now. I'm also in lockdown and isolation, and I know what I'm doing pretty much on a daily basis, how I'm dressing, what are my productivity tips and everything. So this is not something that I'm really interested in watching, hence I don't want to make this content because I don't think that I should produce something that I wouldn't want to watch myself. So after some thought, I decided that I would love to continue posting my travel videos because I have quite a few of them that are still not edited and not published, as well as doing some content about clothes and minimalism a little bit more because this is something that I love and this is something that is quite easy for me to do right now as I'm at home. And today's video is going to be quite a fun one because this is something that I like to watch from time to time, and I really like this type of videos that are kind of like reviews or reflections upon brands and their qualities in general. And I don't really have like real collection from many brands, but there are a few of them that I really like and that I'm planning to look into in the future. So I think it can be an interesting feature for my channel. And today's video is going to be about all of my Uniqlo favorites and how I feel about it as a brand, and also the pieces that I didn't really like from them. So grab yourself a drink and let's have a chat. First of all, I need to say that where I live, so in Palermo, Italy, we don't have Uniqlo. And the only place in Italy, as far as I know, that has Uniqlo is Milan at this point. There was only one period of my life when I was living in a city that had Uniqlo store, and it was when I was living in Brussels in 2017, and it opened like my last month there. So as you can imagine, it's not that easy for me to shop there. The other thing is that I don't really like to shop online in any brand, and especially with Uniqlo, I tried it once and it didn't really work well for me. But I will touch upon the things that I didn't really like in the end of the video. So my first ever purchase from Uniqlo was this cashmere sweater. It's just the simplest sweater that they always have. It's the crew neck sweater, 100% cashmere. They have it in all the colors. I just chose the black one when I was in Paris in 2017 again. And important detail, I already knew that I wanted to buy it. So I went to Uniqlo in Brussels a few times. I tried it on and I was still contemplating whether I should buy it or not. It was around, I believe like Uniqlo cashmere is about around 70 euro, 80 euro, something like that. So it's not the cheapest, of course, because it's cashmere. So I already knew that I wanted to buy it, and I just waited until my Paris trip and I got it there. And it's one of the best purchases of my life because it's very good quality, it doesn't peel. It picks up a little bit of lint, but not that much. I have a few woolen sweaters that pick up much more than this sweater, and it's black, so you cannot really see that many things on it. I wash it by hand, as all of my cashmere pieces, because I don't trust the washing machine, and I don't believe that, like, there are some things that are kind of high maintenance and you need to know it before purchasing them. But I cannot say anything bad about this sweater. And I was actually, for many years, I'm thinking about buying a white one from them, but they don't really have a white. It's kind of like a crew color, and it's a little bit transparent. So this one is not transparent at all. It's not see-through in any way. It's just a beautiful sweater. And a crew one, apart from being transparent, it's also kind of like, it's not my color really, so I still didn't pick it up and I don't think I will, but this one is an amazing sweater and I cannot recommend it enough. The second piece in my Uniqlo, let's say, collection is this coat. It's 90% wool and 10% cashmere. It's gray, it has a belt, it's quite long, and it's very classic. It's also one of the best purchases of my life because it's amazing quality. It doesn't peel, it doesn't create these small bubbles, it doesn't shred, it doesn't pick up any lint, like I cannot see anything on it, and you can wear it so many different ways. I spoke about this coat in one of my monthly favorites or something, and I still feel as strong about it as it was 2 years ago. You can wear it in so many different ways because it has buttons and it has a belt, as I already showed you, so you can either just belt it or button it and belt it, or don't even close it and just leave it like this and tie the belt behind so it creates a different shape. It's an amazing coat, and almost any time that I wear it, people are asking me where I got it from, so it's a very good purchase. So it's a great staple for my wardrobe, and this is what Uniqlo is kind of famous for, for having very nice basics. And I believe this is one of the very basic coats, but it looks amazing, it's a great quality, it's going to last you a lifetime. I actually bought it on my last day in Brussels, so I was leaving on 21st of November 2017. I already had my flight around lunchtime or something, and I remember that I went for a walk. I went to Uniqlo's store and I picked up this coat because I finally made my decision. It wasn't cheap. It's kind of, I believe it's the most expensive thing in my wardrobe. It was 129 euro. But after 2.5 years, I can only tell you that it was so worth it. Another good purchase from Uniqlo was this skirt. It has this kind of like a false flap. But it's just, overall, it's very classic bell-shaped skirt. It has this, I don't know how you call it, like you see this print. I bought it when I was in London in 2018, and if I'm not mistaken, I paid £5.80 for the skirt because it was like the last piece and it was in discount. And it's a very good quality. It's nothing super amazing as far as the fabric goes. Wait a second, I will check. Yes, it has 68% polyester, 30% viscose and 2% elastane. Elastan, I don't know. So it's not something that probably will last me a lifetime because it's a very high polyester content. But on the other hand, it's an autumn-winter piece, so it's not supposed to be very light and breathable. So I'm kind of okay with that. And again, it's still very good quality. It's a very good piece and it's very classic, and it looks very good with that black sweater and also with the coat, actually, paradoxically, because it's a very simple design, it's a very simple color, and I normally wear it when I want to look a little bit more put together. So if I have some sort of an official meeting, I can wear it with a blouse. I can also wear it kind of like maybe not in the full heat of Palermo summer, but overall in warmer months I can still get away with wearing it with a blouse or with a cami or with something. It's again a very good staple for my wardrobe because it's something that is quite classic but also has something interesting to it because of this flap and because of the color. And another important point, it has pockets, which for me is a necessity for a skirt. Like every skirt or a dress that has pockets are winning in my opinion. So for £5.80 it was a great purchase. And the last piece in my, let's say, Uniqlo collection that I have with me here in Palermo is this knitted dress. It's quite long. It hits me around the knee. It's this kind of like plum berry color. I don't even know how to describe it. I put it together with that skirt. And this one, of course, was more expensive than £5. But it's a dress in 100% wool, and I believe it was worth the £40 that I paid for it, I believe. However, it's very warm, it's very nice for colder months. I can wear it just with the boots and with that coat, and it looks very nice. It's a very good staple, again, it's very warm, it's very nice for winter months. But this is the piece where I'm actually not 100% satisfied with quality. First of all, it peels a little bit. It's nothing too dramatic, but it's much worse than any other pieces. And it's 100% wool, so I knew that it might peel, but I was kind of hoping that it will not, because the cashmere sweater is perfect in this sense. It has very, very light peeling after 3 years of basically wearing it non-stop. Then it has some small problem with tie here. If you can see, there's this small spot, and I didn't notice it when I was buying it, and now it kind of bothers me a little bit. Another thing is that the sleeves are kind of short on me, and they became short while I was wearing it. When I was buying it, they were kind of long, they were exactly what I wanted. But after some time, they started shrinking a little bit, not like really shrinking, but becoming wider and shorter. And I believe it's because it was not made properly. I think it's the sign of not really very well constructed piece, because they didn't use the knitted fabric in the right way. Another thing, but it's just the personal preference, it's kind of shapeless. And I wouldn't mind if it would be this shapeless if it was lighter fabric or lighter knit. But as this is quite a thick knit, it kind of makes you quite frumpy. So I always need to think about which belt should I wear with it, or should I just, I don't know, it's kind of a little bit difficult to style, and that's why I'm not 100% satisfied with it. I still get a lot of wear of it because I like it, it's warm, again, it's very cozy for winter, but it's not something that I 100% like as those other pieces. So these were the 4 pieces that I currently own and I currently like. Even though I said that, yeah, the dress might not be my favorite purchase, but I still get lots of wear of it and I like it. It's just, it kind of has small problems with quality. I've made 2 other purchases from Uniqlo and those were not super great. So I believe that if I'm making this video, it's my review of the brand. I believe I need to speak about this also. The first one was a white dress, white summer dress from Ines de la Fressange collection, I believe 2 years ago, and I really wanted the dress. It looked amazing on the model, it looked amazing on the website. It was 100% cotton, and that dress seemed like something that I would want to wear for the rest of my life, because I love white dresses, I love white in general, I love dresses, I love simple classic pieces with a little bit of a twist, and it had all of that. The problem was when it arrived, the quality was quite poor, and I'm saying this because I know my cotton, honestly. I love cotton pieces. I can really see when the quality is not good. First of all, the top part was very, very transparent, to the point when I was wearing a nude bra, and you can really tell that I'm wearing a nude bra. And this is a bit problematic in my opinion, because yeah, it was supposed to be invisible. Second of all, it had this, I don't know how you call it, like eyelet type of embroidery on the skirt, and that was the problem, that the dress was white and the thread that they used for the embroidery was kind of like yellowish, so it looked very weird and very off. And the third problem, which was the biggest one, honestly I could have dealt with the first 2 problems, but the third one was very problematic. It kind of didn't hit me in my natural waist. It was kind of very short on the top, so it was hitting me somewhere over here in my ribs, and from there the skirt was going like this. So if you can imagine, ribs are kind of one of the widest parts in human body. So if you have a dress that goes A-line from that part, it kind of deformates your whole body. So it looks very off and you look much wider than you actually are. So that dress was such a huge disappointment for me. I cannot even describe to you, because I really wanted it. I was waiting for it to go on sale. I had to pay for the delivery because we didn't have Uniqlo in Italy at that point. And in the end, I was not able to wear it. I wore it a few times with the jean jacket. This was the only way when it looked good, because it kind of compensated for the fact that the waist is in the ribs. And currently this dress is in Ukraine, in my wardrobe in Ukraine, and I'm planning this summer, when I hopefully will go and visit my mom, I plan to bring it to a tailor and just recreate the whole top part from cotton of good quality that would be white and not transparent. Just to make the top part longer, this way the skirt will start from my natural waist and it will fit my proportions much better. And the second of my kind of fails was a pair of jeans that I also picked up on the sale when I picked up the dress and the skirt. And it was kind of like some sort of boyfriend type of jeans, and they fit me perfectly when I bought them. I bought them, as I said, in London. It was the day when I was supposed to leave, but I was supposed to leave around 6 in the afternoon. So in the morning I did some shopping. I picked up that pair of jeans. They seemed like very good, heavy cotton, very comfortable, with a little bit of elastane. They costed me about £20, so I believe it was quite heavily discounted from what they normally cost. And before I was leaving for the airport, I decided that I will wear those jeans. I put them on, and from London to Palermo it's a direct flight. So When I was living in their house in London, those jeans were fitting me perfectly. They were like made for me. And when I stepped down from the bus, when I arrived to Palermo, my boyfriend saw me and he actually asked me if those were my jeans. Those jeans kind of just expanded in a few hours. They lost all of their shape. It was kind of like, you know, when you just wash jeans, they become a little bit smaller, then they kind of expand a little bit. They expanded a lot. They stayed the normal size in the waist, which was very confusing. And then they became very big in the knees and in kind of in the crotch area. So in hips and in the waist, they were still okay. In the knees, they just became like, you know, these horrible bubbles that you have on old tracksuits. That's what happened to them. I don't know what it was. I don't know how come it can happen. I tried to make them into shorts when I realized that I cannot wear them even around the house because they were just uncomfortable. Even as shorts, they were not comfortable at all. So in the end, I had to say goodbye to those jeans. And I know that now I'm going to be a little bit more careful about my purchases with Uniqlo. As I said, they have very good quality pieces. They also have a few questionable pieces in my opinion. So I think you need to be very careful when you pick up things from them, especially when you're ordering online. Having said that, I'm very happy with the pieces that I own right now, those from Uniqlo. I'm very happy with the quality, I'm very happy with the fit. And I'm really looking forward to picking up a little bit more basics from them. I'm really looking into their linen, so I would love to try the linen shirt that they have and that everybody seems to have right now. I would love to check their t-shirts when I will have an occasion to go into like a real Uniqlo store, because I don't really think that I want to order from them online because the quality is a little bit like, when it's good, it's very good, but when it's bad, it's like really questionable. So this is it. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video, and tell me what you think about it. Would you like to see more kind of like collection videos or videos on the items, for example, like all the skirts I own or all the dresses I own? That will be very tricky to film actually. All the tops, all the sweaters, all the jackets. I don't know, you tell me. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please consider subscribing again, and see you in the next video. Ciao!